Hey, yo, what is this new assessment of Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson as a potential boring fight? What is this new bug? Huh? I mean, for years, we've been talking about matching all these guys up. Shakur versus Tank, Devin versus Teo, Teo versus Shakur, Teo versus Tank, Teo versus Ryan, Ryan versus Haiti, Ryan versus the whole 4 kings, 5 kings, whatever you want to call it. I never heard anybody truly say, yo, Teofimo Lopez is boring. I mean, I heard it from Shakur Stevenson, but Shakur Stevenson did his thing his last fight. I mean, this fight got great momentum. Teofimo Lopez did his thing in Times Square. Shakur Stevenson did his thing versus William Zepeda, in which he voided the frustration of the boxing fans and that he is a boring fight, that he runs and stuff like that. He proved everybody wrong. So why is this new, like I hear a couple of pundits like Dan Campicino, I forgot how to pronounce his last name, that he be with payperview.com. I heard Chris Algieri and Paulie Malignaggi assessment and stuff like that. Teddy added, oh, this could be just a boring fight. What is this new assessment? Why are we promoting this fight to the casuals, right? That this is going to be a potential boring fight. This is going to be an exciting fight, ladies and gentlemen. 2 high school fighters. It's going to be an exciting fight. If y'all think that Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson has the potential to be a boring fight, guess what? We wanted to see Gervonta Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. Gervonta Tank Davis throws way less punches than Teofimo Lopez. So was Shakur and Tank going to be a boring fight? I mean, look at Devin Haney. And Devin Haney has, I mean, people have assessed Devin Haney like Shakur Stevenson and almost being the same type of style of fighters. Why we wanted to see Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney so much? What, was that a potential boring fight? What about when Devin Haney was arguing with Shakur Stevenson? That was a potential boring fight. So every fight that we've been asking for has the potential to be boring? Or is it just like a smear campaign on this potential fight? Instead of talking about it that this is going to be an exciting fight and high skillful fight, like I didn't hear that Bivol and Maturbia had a potential to be a boring fight. I didn't hear that Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G had a potential to be a boring fight. Huh? But it has to be now Teo and Shakur. Like, we're so busy trying to discredit everything in the sport of boxing. Like, we're never satisfied with nothing. We ask for something. We ask, yo, I want to see the best fighting the best. Then, but the best fighting the best is going to be a boring fight. It got the potential. I mean, they got high skillful fighter, but the skillful just doesn't match up in that. Come on, man. Like, for real. We're sending a bad message out there for the casuals and stuff like that. That don't worry, it's nothing great to see here, really. I mean, it's some great fighters, but it might be boring. I don't think that you should, throw a fight party for this one. You guys are haters, man. This boxing community kills the vibe, bro. I never heard that a potential Shakur and Teo will be a boring fight. Teofimo Lopez is one of the most exciting fighters in the sport of boxing. And just like every fighter, even the entertaining fighters, they have had their underwhelming performances or underwhelming fight. Even Mike Tyson versus who was it? Razor Ruddock, right? He had a rematch him, right? We thought that Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather was going to be the fight of the century. You know what I'm saying? Like, there'd be dull fights, you know what I'm saying? Adrian Broner early in his career was an entertaining fighter, but then he became just like a little bit, We didn't think that Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero was going to be an exciting fight, right? Two crazy, a left hook, and then you got Rolly Romero that be throwing haymakers and stuff like that. It was a little bit of a boring fight. First, I remember Sean Gibbons. I did an interview with Sean Gibbons, Manny Pacquiao Promotions, the promoter of Pitbull Cruz, that he didn't want Pitbull Cruz to face Shakur Stevenson because it's going to be a boring fight. So we think that Pitbull Cruz versus Shakur Stevenson is going to be a boring fight, and Teofimo Lopez and Shakur is going to be a boring fight. And even though that Shakur was actually entertaining in his last fight, why are we promoting? Why are we feeling down about this fight? We should be like, yo, high skillful fighters, and you know what? It could turn out to be a high profile fight, a high skillful, entertaining fight. Put it that way. Teofimo Lopez threw almost 900 punches versus Steve Claggett. I understand that people didn't know Steve Claggett, but he threw almost 900 punches. Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson combined throws more than 1,000 punches. Shakur Stevenson averages 400 to 500 punches. Teofimo Lopez averaged that and more, a slight more than Shakur. I believe that Shakur and Teofimo Lopez going to accumulate each 500 to 600 punches in that fight. 500 less. Always talking about the sweet signs, but then when this is the sweet signs at its finest, it's boring, right? And then I remember when I said I'm a person that calls certain fighters boring, but here's the sweet science. The sweet science gonna be like, yo, like I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. We hate what is it? If this community hates Shakur and Teofimo Lopez so much, we're promoting that this is gonna be a boring fight. I'm gonna say it like this: Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Tank Davis. If you trying to classify this as Teo and Shakur boring, Tank and Shakur would be more boring because Tank don't throw enough punches. He throws like 200 punches. He throws like 10 punches a round. So why we want to see that fight? Why are we so interested in that fight? We kill the vibe, man. This boxing community. I think that the hardcore boxing fans have become so grumpy that even if we get something good, we just got used to getting. We got used to not getting what we want. That when we get what we want, we're like, oh, now, I don't care, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We're so damaged, bro. We're so damaged.